Around 1,000 years ago, the Incas developed this system of terraces in southern Peru as a test site for different varieties of crops. And last year, the World Challenge Award was won by an initiative to rediscover the lost heritage of the Incas.
This was a research center used by our ancestors, a research center of Andean crops, and one of the main crops they researched was the potato.
The terraces of Moray create a variety of microclimates perfect for testing the more than 3,000 varieties of potato that exist in Peru.
Last year, the Tikapapa initiative won the first prize in the BBC's Global World Challenge competition, and that made all of us who are working with native potatoes very happy and very proud. Proud that thanks to that, our politicians and everyone else is now realizing the value of our native potatoes.
Peru has rediscovered a lost heritage thanks to the work being carried out at the International Potato Center based in Lima, who brought together researchers and marketing experts to develop the country's native potatoes.
A year ago, our basic idea was to prove that there was a different alternative to how to develop the potato in Peru. Many experts dismissed our efforts, arguing that the potato was a commodity and could not be developed further. So our challenge was to prove that we could, by improving the potato's image and developing partnerships with the private sector, to give potatoes an added value. The day we won the award, we could not believe it. We thought it was a great recognition of the work of all the people who have been working with native potatoes, and especially to the producer in the highlands that have been keeping native potatoes alive by growing them for thousands of years. Thanks in part to last year's award, there has been a huge boom of the potato world in Peru. Now we have in the market native potato chips and companies marketing native potato puree. There is even an anti-wrinkle cream based on our Peruvian blue potatoes, and I don't think we could have achieved any of this without the coverage that winning the award gave us.
Wong Supermarkets was an early supporter of the project, and they have witnessed how, in just a year, the native potato is conquering all.
Native potatoes are now reaching a mass market. They have added value, they are being processed, they are being exported as puree, they might be processed into pellets or frozen, and I think that is all of benefit to the small producers, to the country and to the consumers.
With a huge campaign to promote their new Andean potato chips, the multinational snack food giant Frito-Lay has transformed the native potato market overnight.
The company told us if we produce 600 tons of native potatoes next year, they will buy them. If we produce 1,000, they will buy them. Why? Because they carried out marketing studies of their product in markets overseas, and Leis Andinas was chosen as their most successful new product.
Now Frito-Lay's potato chips have been joined in the shelves by local brand Mr. Chips.
That is good for the small producer. Now they're paying up to 70 cents a kilo for native potatoes. That leaves a profit of around 25 cents. And if you multiply that by 10 tons, that's $2,500. And no one is going to say no to that. And it's about time the impoverished producers get something for their efforts.
Andahuaylas, one of Peru's poorest regions, but home to the native potato treasure that could transform the region. Outside the airport, visitors are now greeted with an exhibit of native potatoes. They are now the toast of the town.
I am very happy and proud to be part of the project that has put native potatoes back on the map. It's a heritage that we should never have left behind.
Up in the highlands, potato growers are feeling the heat. A quite fortuitous turn of events for seed providers like José Palomino, who attended the World Challenge Award ceremony.
Para mí significó
The award for me was like the beginning of a challenge to return to Peru and work even harder to prove that our native potatoes are the treasure of the Andes. And we have to do everything to show this.
From a harvest of around 150 tons used entirely for self-consumption by poor growers in the highlands, to a market asking for 1,000 tons per year or more of selected native potato varieties.
As potato growers, we are very happy with the situation, and we are committed to working hard to satisfy demand, becoming more organized throughout the production process, from the generation of seeds to delivery to the market.
Coca leaves are used traditionally in the highlands to predict the future.
The future looks good.
No surprises here. Jose wants to use the award money to build potato seed banks in the highlands. To achieve this, many growers are now very grateful to the International Potato Center. Its gene bank, collected through decades of research, kept many potato varieties alive and healthy.
By keeping all of these varieties in one place, we can carry out the necessary research to obtain strains with the right genetic combination to solve current and future demands.
A television campaign launched by the Ministry of Agriculture. The potato has become a national priority.
The only way that poor growers, who are the main producers of native potatoes, can improve their income and better their lives is by getting involved with the market. And what better example of this than these potato chips? Today, there are two large companies who are competing for them and therefore have raised their price. From 15 to 20 cents a kilo, they are now paying up to 75 cents a kilo. And there just aren't enough of them to meet demand.
Hot potato, hot potato.
In Lima, everyone is now after the potato, from the minister, to the multinational, to the consumers, to top chefs who are working to expand its horizons even further.
You know, a lot of things that happen in 1 year. I wrote a book on potatoes, obviously putting some use to the product we talked about. And in one of our hotels, we have a cafe called Cafe 21. So you will see throughout the menu that we have a lot of dishes that use potatoes in a new way, or maybe in some older way, but you know, just fusion a bit with the French style. So even the burger bun is made with potatoes.
Chef Jacques Benoit, last year the head teacher at Lima's Cordon Bleu Cooking Academy, is now the executive chef of a multinational hotel chain, and he is taking the potato wherever he goes.
I think the future for the potato is very good. I mean, as people, I think the difficult part for us now is how do we get this to you? There in London or in England or in France, wherever it is.
Mashed potatoes, yes, yes.
Native potato mash is the beginning of a long list of products being tested for the export market.
Professional chefs are looking for new flavors. We have been exporting frozen yellow potatoes that have had a tremendous reception, with sales doubling in a year. Some of the best hotels in the world and some very famous chefs are now using this product regularly.
Tikapapa, the project that first brought Peru's native potatoes to the world's attention, is now looking to compete in an increasingly crowded marketplace with the sustainable and organic qualities of their product.
La marca Tikapapa como un concepto de producto con responsabilidad social.
The Tikapapa brand was created with a sense of social responsibility. So now we are concentrating our efforts towards adding value to our potatoes in markets that work under the guidelines of fair trade. We are also highlighting the organic qualities of this product.
The success of the native potato has much wider implications as the world struggles with a dramatic rise in food prices.
The potato has become more attractive, and this gives us a clue to the future. Demand for potatoes in general could increase, as food and as a staple for industrial processing. And also we feel that the demand from niche markets like native potatoes will probably just go on increasing.
In the shadow of the snowy Andean peaks, the descendants of the Incas are about to get a very particular present. For the first time, they are going to try the chips made from the potatoes they managed to preserve through the ages. This chip is delicious, better than a cookie. This chip is as sweet as honey.
They're good. Many years ago, when I told them about this project, they did not believe me. Now that they can taste the Lay's native potato chips, they can recognize each variety in the bag, because that is their heritage. They are proud and delighted to give these chips a try, made from the potatoes that are now taken to Lima for processing.
The body of Mother Earth, says the leader of this community, as the miracle chip from the potatoes nurtured by his ancestors returns to help them out of poverty.